I've spoken to so many people who went to France, couldn't communicate. They couldn't understand the waiters to order a simple coffee. It was just humiliating. Trader at the market made them repeat "Je voudrais" 6 times. Traders were irritated at them and repeated "Bonjour" in an emphatic way. I've had emails from France, from expats, telling me about the shock of having to deal with an electrician or the local mairie, and who find out that these professionals, these working professionals, have no time to listen to your stumbling French. So this is about all these learners who are convinced that they learned well before going over to France, and when they face reality, it just completely falls apart. The encounter with France is brutal. And here's a fact: as much as your encounter with France was brutal, your learning will have to be just as brutal. And I'll explain what I mean by brutal. A strategic plan within a time frame. Effort and focus. That does not seem to me like passive consumption of podcasts. You must cross out today anything to do with passive consumption. That super cute chick that you follow who makes her videos about her life in France. Cross out. That French podcast you listen to. Cross out. That app you subscribe to that makes you drag pictures and match them with names. Cross out. What about conversation partners? Cross out. All it does is reinforce your patterns. Cross out anything to do with passive consumption. But you might say, "Hey Chris, it isn't passive, I'm listening, I'm exposing myself. My podcast guy speaks about so many different things." Okay, for the sake of argument, what's the background of your podcast guy? Have you ever looked that up? Because I'll bet my last penny that they don't come from teaching, and I'll also bet that they never built up a person from scratch to make them fluent in French. Because if they had, they would have realized just how stupid of an idea it is to make a French podcast. It's ineffective, and it isn't strategic. "Oh, but Chris, surely..." No, there's no "oh, but Chris." Your plan makes no sense. It's not even a plan, it's a vague dream. When you're in France, if you intend to live there, you'll need to be equipped with French as a skill that you have actively acquired and that you can actively use and understand. How is passive consumption going to get you there? The problem with language learning today is that everything has to be fun, but it's not supposed to. It's supposed to be brutal. Brutal. Pen, paper, brain. That's all you need. And I said your learning had to be strategic too. Your battle plan had to be strategic. What is a strategy within language learning? It means winning the most important battle in an organized way. When you're at war, you don't win all the battles. You win the most important battle that you need to win now. You drop a battle over there and you win an important battle over here. Because if you try to do everything at once, when you learn French, it won't work. Attempting to get good at everything at once doesn't work. Listening, speaking all at once, it does not work. If I was in your shoes, if I was learning Turkish tomorrow, I'd say, okay, well, first, what are the important verbs? Learn those, okay? Rules of pronunciation, how does that work? The present tense, how does that work? The common nouns, the plural, a strategy. I'll speak when I have an amount of knowledge about Turkish or about French. One last thing, can you make up your own strategy as a layman? As an unprofessional of languages, can you make up your own strategy? Frankly, you'd be the exception. You would be an exceptional person if you did. But in any case, there would be a lot of trial and error. Just depends really how many years you have or how long you intend to live. If you can afford to learn French in double the time, well then good for you, because you will absolutely make many learning mistakes. Then there's also the argument of crystallizing errors, thinking you're learning well, and internalizing errors. My name's Chris from We Communicate. Learning is always brutal. I've laid out the plan for you on my website. Just follow the lessons in the order they were given. Hope to see you soon. I hope this was useful, and bon amusement in France. See you soon.